Welcome to the video Vort. When we buy our esrogim before Sukkot, people often spend quite a bit of time inspecting their esrog to make sure it is kosher. In fact, esrogim come with hechsherim to make sure, even if we don't want to inspect them, somebody else already has, to ensure the kashrus of the esrog. One of the issues regarding an esrog, which is somewhat hard to discern, is whether it is a pure citron or it is a grafted esrog. Namely, it's grafted most likely with a lemon. The Magen Avraham tells us that there are three visual signs that one can use to determine whether an esrog is indeed a pure citron esrog or it is indeed grafted. Number one, an esrog has a thick skin, and a grafted esrog will have a thin skin. Number two, the oketz, the bottom stem, which connects the esrog to the tree when it's growing on the tree, is actually embedded into the esrog and covered up by the fruit of the esrog somewhat. And if it is a grafted esrog, that bottom stem will be entirely protruding from the fruit itself. And thirdly, an esrog morkav, a grafted esrog, has a smooth skin, and a pure citron, kosher esrog, has a bumpy skin. We are told by Chazal that each one of our four minim has a symbolic meaning to it, and the esrog corresponds to a righteous, pious Jew, in that the esrog has fragrance and taste. It's a fruit which has taste to it. The taste represents the taste of the wisdom of the Torah, and the fragrance represents ma'asim tovim, good deeds. An esrog represents someone who has both the wisdom of the Torah and ma'asim tovim, good deeds, a righteous, pious individual. A righteous, pious individual is not produced from a smooth, easy life. A righteous, pious individual has a lot of scars of war, the bumps on the skin, because the Ribono Shel Olam sends the individual challenge after challenge. And when we meet those challenges, and we move on to the next challenge, and meet that challenge, and move on to the next challenge beyond that, we begin to get bumps on our backs. And the bumps on our backs represent all the challenges we have successfully met, and maybe some not so successfully. But the righteous Jew, the tzaddik, the pious person, is one who has a lot of bumps on their back. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu bless us as we look at our esrog and we can smell the scent, the fragrance, and we can appreciate the taste of an esrog. That the Ribono Shel Olam bless us with the opportunities to grow into an esrog, and even if that means sometimes having to face challenges, those challenges should be ones that don't come with a lot of pain, but give us the opportunity for growth and development. Have a good Shabbos and a good Yom Tov.